back in the 6th grade. I got them bad grades. I was in love with my tutor. See, musically lose, you trapping me.
Hey guys, it's Destiny. Welcome back to my channel. As y'all know, it's story time week this week. So I'm back with another story. Today I'm going to tell y'all about the time that me and my friend tried to dine and dash or grab and go or whatever you call eating and not paying for it. We tried it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the story, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, and share it. Alright, so it was a regular summer day. Actually, school had just gotten out, so it was about a week after school had gotten out. I'm sure this was my sophomore year, because that's when me and this particular friend got into like way more trouble than we should have gotten into in 1 year. Now, not real trouble because we didn't ever get caught, but if we did, or if we would have gotten caught, then I'm sure we would have been in trouble. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get the naming process out the way. I'm gonna call this friend, I gotta call her something good. I don't know why, but I'm gonna call her Terry. She's gonna be like, what? That is so random. I'm gonna call this friend Terry. Okay, so Terry called me up on the regular summer day or whatever and was like, girl, what you trying to do today? My mom gonna let me get the car. So I'm like, I don't care, like whatever you trying to do, you know, just let me know what time to be ready. So we both ended up getting dressed and we agreed to go to the outlet mall and then to get some food. So I get over her house and her mom is going on and on and on about how we need to start being mature and making reservations when we go to these places. Because we used to get dressed up, go to restaurants and sit and wait for like 30-45 minutes. By the time we get ready to leave the restaurant and go somewhere else, it was already time to go home or whatever to give her mom back the car. So we decided like, okay, we're gonna take her mom's advice. We're gonna call around and see what places we wanna eat at. So for the longest time, we're going back and forth like, I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know what I want to eat. What you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? So it was just a lot of like going back and forth. I don't really like pizza, so that was already out. She was kind of like, I don't want no fast food, so that was out. Plus, like, I don't know why, but we never really ate fast food. Like, we always was in somebody's sushi restaurant or something being bougie. Mind you, this was 10th grade year, so for us to be calling and making reservations was like something you either had your parents do or you only did on your birthday or something like that. She's going on the internet and looking around for like restaurants that were near the mall or whatever, and she starts thinking like, okay, well, I don't really like sushi that much, but I do really want either some lo mein or some fried rice. And she was talking about crab ragoon or rangoon. How do you say that? Rangoon. Them crab things. She wanted some of those. She was trying to see like if it was any reviews on some specific places that was by the mall. So when she gets on the internet, we finally find this place or whatever, and it was just a burger place. We called up there to see how long of a wait it was gonna be, and they told us it was no wait. So we like, cool, let's just go shopping or whatever. We go to the food court and we grab a little snack or whatever, but she kept reminding me like, don't get too much because we going to the burger place after this. So I'm like, all right. After we leave out the mall, we ended up catching a movie. I don't know if us going to the movies is what like built up the line at the burger place, but by the time we got there, it really was a line. We walked in and they talking about, no, it's gonna be a 40-minute wait. Now, when we called up here, y'all said there was no wait today. So why y'all lie? So we couldn't find nowhere to eat. This place was a 40-minute wait. At this point, I didn't even want a burger no more. We had to be home in like an hour and a half to give her mom back the car. So it was like, all right, let's get on our phones. Let's look and see what else is close by. And I remember at somebody's graduation party that we went to, they took us to this restaurant called Osaka. And it was like a Japanese slash sushi place. And so we were near that, but it said that that was gonna be 30 minutes away. But we figured if they had no wait, we could drive 30 minutes, eat real quick, and then go back to the house. And we ended up calling Osaka to see if they had a wait, and they told us like, no, there'll be no wait times today or whatever, because they didn't typically get traffic during that time of day, I guess. So we arrive at Osaka 30 minutes later, jump off the highway. At this point, we just ready to eat. I'm hype about the sushi. But the only thing was, we both ended up spending all the cash that we had at the mall. So it was like, you know, I hope this place is cheap. We get in there and it's basically empty. They gave us a table or whatever, and when they gave us our table, they were asking us like if we wanted to, they were asking us if we wanted to sample anything. So we eating the little samples or whatever, and like, okay, this food is good. Like, man, she give us our food, we start eating, and my friend is like, girl, I'm about to go ahead and order a meal. Forget these appetizers. We was just gonna order appetizers to save money since they let us sample them. She was like, girl, forget these appetizers, I'm about to order me a meal. I'm like, man, that's cool, like, let's just get, no, she said, forget these appetizers, I'm about to order me a meal. I said, okay, well then, if that's the case, let's just split it. She was like, nah, I'm too hungry to split it with you, like, we're not gonna be able to do that. So in my head, like, man, how I'm gonna afford my food? And I'm sure she was thinking the same thing, because I know she ain't had no money either. So the lady came to the table to ask us what we wanted to drink. So we both ordered water, and we told her we needed a minute, like we didn't know what we wanted to order yet. So she's telling us like, you know, this is the daily special, we have XYZ on sale. She was telling us about the soup of the day, all this other stuff. And when she finished talking to us, she was like, will you guys be on separate checks, or are you guys dining together? And so we said separate checks, right? Then my friend Terry looked at me, and Terry was like, and I'm just like, what? And so she's looking down like telling me to look at my phone. So I looked at my phone, and I guess she didn't want to say this out loud, because like we were pretty much the only people in the restaurant other than these two ladies who looked like they had just came from church. So I guess she didn't want to say this out loud. So I look at my phone, and it's a text that says, let's pay with these. And it's a picture of these Visa gift cards that we had gotten at an all-city school event earlier that week, I think. I knew that I had spent most of my gift card, and I know she spent hers because she spent it at the mall in the food court. So there was no way she had no money left. I'm like, shoot, I'm down, like, whatever. Like, I know this was stupid. I know I didn't have the money, and she knew she didn't have the money, so I guess technically you could say, like, this was stealing. But whatever, like, we didn't have the money, we were hungry, we didn't want to go home yet, so get over it. She was like telling me, yeah, let's pay with these. And I'm like, okay. Like, I text her back, and I was like, okay, I'm down. This is how me and Terry's friendship was. Like, we don't call each other best friends, we call each other real friends, because best implies that there's some type of competition, and there isn't. No, I'm just playing. But we have gotten into like so many situations together that like we're probably gonna take to the grave. And I'm sure she knows everything that I'm talking about. Hey Terry girl, what's up sis? How you doing babe? Love you. Hey girl. So yeah, me and Terry like have always gotten each other into mischief, but we never get caught though. So when she said she was ready to pay with the expired gift cards or whatever, I was ready, because my friend was doing it. Yep, peer pressure, whatever. I was being a follower, but I know if I would have suggested it, she would have did it too. So who's the follower? We was a crew, we was a squad, we was a team. What is y'all saying? Dynamic duo, get into it. She was saying let's dine and dash, I was with it. So we got our food, we ate it, and when it was time to go, I didn't know if we had to go to the counter to pay for our food or if we had to stay at the table. So I'm in my head like, all right, should I get up first or should she get up first? I'm getting a little bit nervous. The lady comes collecting our food, and she brings the checks to the table. So I'm thinking like, yes, it's a good thing she brought them to the table, because I didn't want to have to wait on them at the register to give me a receipt, and then they could tell me that the gift card was declined, and then I could tell them that I don't have the money to pay for their food. When the lady brought the receipts back, something went off in my head and was like, I need a pen to sign. Wait a minute, what if she asked us to sign the receipts? That's how they gonna know that gift cards is expired, because when she asks us to sign a receipt, she's gonna go like running through their system or whatever. And this is before like I knew a lot about like receipts and restaurants and, you know, cashier systems. But I'm just thinking like, oh my God, if we sign for the receipt, then we'll never, you know, get away with this, because they'll know it was us. And what if I just make my signature real sloppy? Then maybe, you know, we could get away with it. Let me text this to my friend Terry right now across the table from me so she could be on the same thing, so we could both have real sloppy signatures so they'll never know who was who. I text Terry across the table. I'm like, girl, make sure you don't sign your signature real clear because they gonna know it was us. These people ain't seen our IDs or nothing. How they gonna know it was us? But whatever. So I'm like, girl, make sure they don't see your signature real clear because they're gonna know it was us. She texts back like, you right, good thinking, that's what's up. Good looking out. So I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, we got all the stops, we thought of everything. This is a foolproof plan, no hazards here. And she texts back like, just in case, let's just put the gift cards on the table and walk away. And I said, all right, that sounds better than trying to risk explaining about the signature and why we can't sign or why the card didn't go through. So what we do, we counted to 3, 1, 2, 3, and slapped our gift cards on the table. Yes, we did. And right after we slapped them on the table, we politely put the receipts inside the little envelope on top of them, and we left the restaurant. And when we left, we got onto the highway, we was geeking about it. And girl, we did that. Just ate for the free and went shopping. Okay, and we about to be home just in time for curfew. What's up? So then her mom calls. Her mom is saying, you need to get home soon because I need to use your bank card to put gas in the car. I accidentally put the money on your car instead of mine or whatever, so I need you to hurry up and come back so I can fill up the car and go to work. So her other line is beeping over and over, and then all of a sudden my phone starts ringing. I don't know this number, so I'm not answering. It's just like over and over and over and over and over. So I finally answer the phone and I'm like, hello? And the lady from the restaurant is like, hello? Your car didn't work, ma'am. Your car didn't work. Where are you? And I'm like she is yelling, like, your car didn't work, ma'am. Where are you? And I'm like, and so I'm making this face, and Terry looks over at me, like, from the driver's seat, like, and she's like, who is that? Who is that? Is that the restaurant? Who is that? Who is that? Is that the restaurant? What they say? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I get off the phone with this lady and I lean over to Terry and I'm like, girl, she said our cards did not work, and if we don't come and pay for our food, they gonna call the police on us. Terry was like, man, are you serious? How did they get your number? And I'm like, I don't know. So she checks her missed calls, and it turns out that that's the number that was calling her other line. They got our number because when we called up there to see if it was going to be a long wait, they remembered that it was us. Remember, it was only like 2 or 3 tables full in the whole restaurant. So if it wasn't the other 2 tables who could pay, it had to be us because we was the only kids in there. So it had to be us. So they called us back because we called trying to find out how long the wait was going to be. And so we thinking like, dang, man, we're trying to be too secure with our plan and we got caught because of it. So at this point, it's like, bro, we got to turn around. We turn around, get off the highway, drive another 20 minutes back to the place. At this point, we're going to be late for curfew. Her mother's going to be pissed off. But the good thing is the money for the gas money is on her card, so we can pay for the food when we get up there. That was going to be the plan, and I was going to pay her back when we got to my house. I was just going to ask my mama for some money and just slide it on over to Terry. Well, we get to the restaurant, and when we pull up to the parking lot, it's 2 squad cars sitting outside. So we like, bruh, was they here when we left? Did you see some police when we left? Terry like, nah, I ain't see no police when we pulled out, bruh. I'm like, man, I know they ain't called the police on us over some food. Like over some sushi and some lo mein. Over some crab ragoon, whatever. Some crab cakes. Like, I just don't understand, like, why would y'all call the police over some food? We just a couple of teenagers trying to have a good summer day after a good time shopping, you know what I'm saying? Like, let us eat so we can go home. You know, food nourishes the young mind. Don't be like that. So at this point, I'm like, they petty, they done called the police. So we sitting in the car, Terry like, do you want to go in? Because we don't got to go in. I'm like, girl, I don't know. If we don't go in, what if they start looking for us, like on their cameras and stuff? And then they figure out who we are. They see your mama's license plate number, trace it back to your house, and then send a bill or something to your house. Or they find out your mom's name and your mom's number, and then they call your house, and then they tell your mom that we did it. Because Terry's mom worked for the government, like, for a long time. So it was like, man, like, if we don't go in, we get caught. If we do go in, we get caught. But at least we get to face it and be like, yeah, we came back to pay because we didn't know that the cars didn't work. Then Terry was like, you know what? That sounds more realistic, the fact that we didn't know the cars work. Let's rock with that. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. We walk into the place, sweating. And it just was like, the people at the counter, you could tell they were staring at us like they just knew that we was those non-paying children that just left the table after demolishing 2 appetizers and 3 meals. So we walk up to the register and the lady is like, hi, welcome to Osaka, how can I help you? And my friend was like, yeah, they said our cards didn't work, so we just want to pay for our food. And she was like, oh, let me go get the manager. So at this point it's like, girl, you know, can you just let us pay? We don't need to talk to no manager. She walking over towards the manager who's talking to the police at this table in the middle of the restaurant. So when she's walking over to the manager, I'm like, bruh, do they got an ATM in here? Like, let's see if we can just get the money out in cash while she over there talking to her. Slap the money on the table, write a little thing on it that says it's from us, and then dip out. That way the police ain't gotta see us, we pay for it, and then we can just go. And so at this point, I tell, well, I almost said your real name, girl. I love you. I'm sorry. I tell Terry, like, girl, you know, this the plan. Let's just see if it's the ATM on the, see if it's the ATM by the bathroom. Get the money out, slap it on the counter, write a little note on it. You know what I'm saying? I owe you, verified, paid, you know, paid in full. And leave out. Like, let's just dip. Let's go. Let's hop in the car. Let's head back home. Let's make curfew. Let's get your mom in the car. I'll give you your $20 back. It'll be like your mom was never missing her $20. So she like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to look for a pen. Go see if it's an ATM. So I start walking away to go see if it's an ATM. No ATM to be found. I come back. Terry got the pen. She like, all right, I got the pen. What you want me to write on it? I said, girl, ain't even no ATM. Like, we gotta wait till she get the manager so we can pay for this food. We about to go to jail, bro, over some food, bro. Dang. Swear I should have never listened to you. But at the same time, it's like, maybe she shouldn't have listened to me because I encouraged it too. Like, I don't know. Me and Terry kind of like always bounced off of each other. If she had a bad idea, I was rocking with it. If I had a bad idea, she was like, yep, what's up? If she had a good idea, I was also with it. And if I had a good idea, she was right there with me, you know, encouraging me, doing it with me. So that's why we call each other real friends, because we did. So we about to go to jail. No, the girl comes back with the manager who was talking to the police at the table. And the manager says,
oh, so it was your cards.
And my friend Terry was like, yeah, it was our cards. We sorry about that. We got them in a contest. And we thought that they worked, and apparently they didn't. And the lady was like,
no, they didn't.
And so then she was like,
do you have another method for payment?
And Terry slid her the card. We paid. And then right when we were about to walk out, the lady said,
hold on a second.
And we turned around and we thought it was the police officers who were about to get up and come over to us. Like, we thought maybe that's why she was telling us to hold on a second. So we look at her, we look at the police. We look at her, we look at the police. She walks over from the counter to the police, says something to them, and then turns towards us and says,
I'll be with you ladies in a moment.
And hands the police their receipt. So the whole time we was nervous about the police, and they just came there to eat. They didn't even know nothing about the whole situation. So basically our paranoia got the best of us, and we didn't really have to come back and pay for that food. We could have thugged it out. They ain't called the police. Tough. All right, I know that was short, but I mean, that's the whole story. I can't make this stuff up. It's my life, and it is what it is. I hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up this video. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried to dine and dash or grab and go or whatever it's called where you're from. Let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. Thanks for watching, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, story.